Hello. Hello. If it ain't about the money. If you can hear me, please put 1111 in the chat. Hello. Hello. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Today we are talking about the money. This is money week, y'all. This is money week. If you can hear me, please put something in the chat. Good morning. Hello. Hello. I just want to make sure the mic is on. Is the mic on? Good morning, Miss Steph. How you doing? I just want to make sure you can hear me. Thank you, Cameron. Hello, hello, Shatima. Hello, Ash. Hello, everybody. I hope y'all had a good weekend. This week we talking about the money. Thank you for the 11s. Hello. Make sure you share this live. Make sure you let everybody know we are talking. We are in week 2. Happy Black History Month. Okay. Hello, Natasha. Hello, y'all. I ain't finna do ish. Let's go. Let's go. This week is all about the money. Listen, about them dollar signs. Hello. Hello, y'all. Welcome to Entrepreneurship 102. I am your professor, Professor D, okay? Let's get into it. I always like to lead our sessions with whatever song resonates with what we're talking about, okay? Hello. Yes, Mia, you got your workbook? Yes. I always like to lead our lessons starting out with what we're going to be talking about. So that song just resonates. R.I.P. to Thugga Thugga. Okay. But yes, this week is all about the money. We're going to be talking about that cash flow. We're going to be talking about what it means to have different streams of income. So today we're talking about understanding your business finances. All right. And what goes into it. So we're going to discuss budgeting. We're going to discuss cash flow and profit margins. All right. So y'all know I provide bookkeeping services. That is one of the things I do. So this is my thing. Okay. When to talk about the numbers, because the math got to math. Okay. The math has to math for this business to actually work and for it to be able to operate and be profitable. We are not running soup kitchens. Okay. So the money has to be there. It has to be flowing in. It has to be held. We have to have an account for it. Okay. So I'm going to start this off. With some stats, okay? With some stats. So 82% of small businesses fail due to poor cash flow management, okay? Due to poor cash flow. I told you guys about how businesses also fail because they do not continue to do finding out what's going on in their industry, okay? So also they fail because of this. This is usually the number one reason. 82% of small businesses fail due to poor cash flow management. So that's why it's essential for you to understand what it takes for your business. This is why it's important for you to know what's going on in your company when it comes to the money. That's why it's important for you to understand your income and your expenses and to how you can base off the financial health of your company. All right. It's important for you to know that information. This is not something that we can breeze by. Now, this lecture is content heavy. I'm not going to rush through it. All right. I'm going to slow walk this thing so that way that we get all the points. And if I need to break this lecture up, I don't mind doing it because I want you guys to understand your money is something that you can't play with. Your money is something that needs to be looked at often, and you have to understand your business finances in order for you to make informed business decisions. You are not to be just making business decisions based off of your banking account balance. You got to know what's going on. You have to know whether I have this much of for marketing, I have this much for my contractors. I know how much my rent is. I know how much I need to be paying myself. Okay. Hello, Candy Cakes Bakery. I need to know how much I'm paying myself. So this lecture is going to be content rich. I am going to walk through this so that way that y'all understand it, because us people are usually behind, okay? And we're catching up. So now is the time for us to really lock in on our businesses. Again, I've told you guys before, regardless of how you feel about what's going on in that White House, the person who sits in the head chair is a businessman. So while he is in this place, you need to capitalize your time, okay? And work on your business right now, okay? And run in this time. The wealth gap, there is a wealth transfer happening. And so I need you guys to put your feelings in your back pocket, okay? Do not operate off of feelings right now. I need you to focus. I need you to focus. It's a lot going on in the news. It's a lot going on. It's a lot happening in the world right now. But do not allow it to distract you from what you need to be doing. A wealth transfer is happening. So all of these things, all these breaking news, is all this stuff happening is coming for you to be distracted. Don't let it distract you. You work on your business. You work on figuring out what it is that you can control. A lot of this stuff happening in the world right now, we can't control it. We can't control none of that. So do not allow this to paralyze you, because that's what they want you to do. They want you to be paralyzed. They want you to freeze. They want you to be outraged. Don't you do it. You drink your water. You eat your grapes while we can still get them for an affordable price. You take your vitamins and you work on that business. Okay? Do not allow what's happening in this world to distract you. Do not allow it. They're trying to get you distracted. They want you all off focus. Why? So that way you miss the wealth transfer. So that way that you miss getting your business going and off the ground. You're not about to miss it this time. Okay? The arc is open. So if you understand your business finances, so that way you don't fall into this 82% of small businesses that fail, you've got to understand your cash, okay? You've got to understand what's going on in your business, and you have to make informed business decisions. All right? So if y'all hear me, y'all understand what I'm saying? You picking up what I'm putting down? Okay. All right. If you are ready for us to start, when it comes to your business foundation, I need you guys to put ready in the chat. Put ready in the chat for me. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Professor D, why is it important for me to understand the cash flow going on in my business? Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. So, a business cannot grow without solid financial management. If you don't understand what's happening in your business, you can't make informed business decisions. Okay. That is what it's all about. Informed business decisions. You cannot just be making decisions all frivolously right now. Right now, you have to be seeing what's going on in your company and focus on bringing in more income. There is no shortage. Don't allow what you see. People are still at the mall. I was just at the mall the other day. Folks is in there. People still at the grocery store. People still at Pandora. People is still at Macy's. I know because I was there. People are still buying makeup at Sephora. So please don't. Hey, ain't nobody buying no more. Yes, they are. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. Okay. So do not think that there is a shortage. There is no shortage. Okay. There is enough room for you and people are buying. All right. But even though people are buying, you still need to be able to have a business budget. All right. So that is our first point. The foundation of your business is your business budget. All right. What is the business budget? It's just a financial plan. That's what it is. Your business budget is your financial plan of your income and your expenses, okay? That's what it is. What's coming in and what's going out. That's what your business budget is. That's the foundation of it, okay? That's what it is. So, why is it important? It prevents overspending, okay? It helps you to know if your business is profitable or not, and it helps you to be able to plan for the future, okay? That is why you have a business budget. That is why you have to sit down and understand what's going on in your company. That's why you need to look at these numbers and not just look at them during tax time, okay? Now, I get my phone been ringing off the hook for people want me to go back and do their business budgets from 2022, 2023, 2024, and I'm not going to turn down no coin. Okay, I'm not going to turn down no coin. However, it is irresponsible to not understand, to not know what your business did in these prior years, because as the CEO, it's your job to know what's happening in your business. You can't just be relying on your bank account balance to pay the bills. Okay. You have to have a plan for your business budget. Any business that is made taken serious and that is going forward for some big funding, they're going to want to know what you're doing with this money. Okay. They're going to want to know, all right, are you using this money for marketing? Are you buying supplies and material? Are you using this money for payroll? Like, what do you need this for? And you have to have a plan for your business. Okay. That's what the business budget is all about. So let's break it down. Okay. We're going to start off with revenue. All right. Revenue includes your sales that are coming in. Revenue includes investments. And revenue also includes grants. Okay? That is what your revenue is. Are y'all taking notes? Y'all got y'all notebooks out? Okay. The class is in session. That is where your revenue is. Your sales, investments that you have, and then grants. Okay? That's how you can break down revenue. Are there other areas of revenue? Yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for the engagement in the chat. But that is what your revenue is. Okay. Now let's move into expenses. So we have two different expenses. We have fixed expenses and we have variable expenses. All right. So I'm going to break those down. I told y'all this one is content rich. I can't speed past this. This one I'm gonna take my time with, okay? And I want to make sure that y'all are understanding this, okay? Because I don't want y'all in the 82% of the businesses that fail. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so we have fixed expenses and we have variable expenses. And then what I'm talking about, you also can apply this to your personal expense finances, even though that is not my area of expertise. Math is still math across the board. Okay. So when it comes to your expenses, your fixed ones are ones that are rent. Okay. My rent for my new suite is $500. It's going to be $500 February, March, April, May, June, July. It's always going to stay the same. Okay. So that is a fixed expense. Usually, unless you are hiring and firing a lot of people, usually your payroll can be a fixed expense too, unless you're having a lot of influx going on in your company. A lot of times your payroll is a fixed expense too. Well, actually, I'm gonna just put it in the middle because you're firing people and you're hiring people, so it can go both ways. So I'm gonna put it in the middle of salaries. Okay. A variable expense will be something like your marketing budget. Okay. Depending on what you got going on, it'll be different. All right. Another fixed expense is your insurance. Yes, you need business insurance. Yes, yes, yes. You need business insurance. Okay. My business insurance is $35. I'll pay that thing with happiness. Okay. Get you some business insurance. You never know. All right. You never know. So, insurance is another fixed expense. Okay. But supplies, because things happen differently in your business, supplies and commissions can be a variable expense. All right. Fixed expense. I know for me, my fixed expense would be my phone bill. Also, the internet. Okay. Those are the difference. So your fixed expenses is usually the ones that are the same all the time. So your rent. But something that can be variable, marketing. I put salaries in the middle because depending on what's going on in your company, it has ebbs and flows. Okay. Are y'all understanding that? Are y'all getting that? Just put yes in the comment if you do. So when it comes to your, thank you, Miss Stephanie, when it comes to your expenses in your business budget, I want you to always review these continuously. Okay. You need to be looking at this all the time. You always need to know what's happening in your business, because if things are not right, or you see that your expenses are more than your income, then you know that you may need to cut something, or do you need to know if you need to do something different. What about software that you're using? Okay, yeah, let's get to software. So different software, I don't care which one you use, but for bigger businesses, bigger companies who are bringing in, and they have like 10, at least 5 figures or more. So I would say 10K on up, you need to be having some type of system in place. And I am an advocate of QuickBooks. If you're just starting out, you can get the QuickBooks Self-Employed. If you would like to, either one, it does not matter. But if you have a bigger growing business, I highly suggest you get QuickBooks and get the upgraded version. Okay. This is something that you're going to have to pay for. You also can use Wave. That is another one. If you bank with Nuvo, that is an online bank. They have a bookkeeping system that they have implemented. Okay. So you can either use that, or you can use a spreadsheet. There's no right or wrong to it. There's no right or wrong. Just use something. Just have something in place, and write your SOPs for this thing too. Okay. Don't just wait and get it going. Have some type of SOPs for how you review your business finances. So either one, you can use QuickBooks Wave, or you can use a good old Excel spreadsheet. It doesn't matter. Okay. Just use something. Also, I wasn't even going to get to maybe this is my point later on, but I'm going to talk about it now. Okay. So also, when you have your business, I need you to separate your business from your personal funds. I don't care if it is just you in the business. I need you to separate your business and personal funds. Mm-hmm. Why is that? Your work check and your business income do not need to be going all into your same account. SOPs, those are standard operating procedures. That was the last lecture that we talked about. If you want to see that, that's on YouTube. It's uploaded. Separate your business from personal funds. Commingling is not okay. Okay? You should not be paying your home light bill out of your business account. Okay? You should not be getting your kids' school stuff out your business account. Your business account is for business expenses. Okay? Business account is for business expenses. Now, and then you have your personal account for your personal stuff. So if you are needing to borrow from your business, I would rather you transfer it from your personal account, from your business account to your personal account, and then put that as payroll or something. But if you just constantly taking out of your business account, you are stealing from your business. And I don't care if it is just you. Okay? Stop stealing from your business. Transfer the money over. Do not be commingling your funds. Your business account is supposed to be for business expenses. Now, if you are seeing that you're going to have to keep going into your business account, then maybe we need to have a conversation of adjusting your payroll. Okay? Maybe then we need to figure out how you can you need to pay yourself more. If you're constantly stealing from your business, that means you're not paying yourself enough. And then we need to go over some of those business expenses. And then probably most likely going to tell you that you're just going to have to get some more money. That's just what it's going to boil down to, okay? But you should not be going into your business account to pay your personal things, okay? Now, if you are going into, say you are getting ready to have a photo shoot, and you order stuff from Fashion Nova. I'm just throwing out a store. I don't know if we boycott them or not. I'm just saying, just for reference. If you're having a photo shoot and you did get an order from Fashion Nova, okay, that's a business expense. But if you are just ordering you some workout clothes just for the hell of it, that is not a business expense. Okay? If you're going to Sephora and you're getting makeup, okay, and that's not a part of your everyday thing, then that's not a business expense. That's a personal expense. If you're not a makeup artist or utilizing this makeup as something a part of your business or your brand, then no. Okay. You going to you going to the hookah lounge, hanging out with your friends is not a business expense. Unless y'all sitting there actually talking about some business. Unless it's an actual business meeting. But if y'all there and y'all just turn into that, it's not a business expense, okay? So use your funds in your stuff and your accounts wisely, okay? Thank you, Ms. Nana. Use your business funds wisely, okay? If you have to transfer it over and then put payroll in the memo line. All right. So that is what you need to do for your business budget. You have to understand those things. So set realistic revenue projections, okay? And then review and adjust on a monthly basis. That's your job as being the CEO of your company, is to review what's going on in your business. That is your job, to know what's happening. If the business is in a negative, that's your fault. Okay. As the business owner, you should have been ahead of that and knowing what's going on and see that more is going out than what's coming in. All right. Next part of this is cash flow. Okay. This part of the lecture is called Cash Flow Like a Pro. All right. What is cash flow? What is cash flow? Cash flow is the movement of money in and out of your business. That's it. That's all cash flow is. The movement of money in and out of your business. All right. Why is this important? Positive cash flow equals a healthy business. You want to have a positive cash flow, okay? A negative cash flow means that that means you are running out of money. And we don't want that, okay? We don't want that. Can y'all see the board? Are y'all able to see it? Okay, there we go. I can see it from here. So you want to have a positive cash flow because you want to have a healthy business. Okay, thank you. Thank you. A negative cash flow means that you are running out of money. Positive cash flow means that you have a healthy business. Okay. So again, cash flow is the movement of money in and movement of money going out. Okay. When you have a positive cash flow, that means that after all of the expenses are taken out, you still have something left over. If there is nothing left over, or if you're constantly having to borrow from your personal or pull out of your savings, that means that you're running out of money and we need to do some adjustments. Okay. And that means that we need to do some adjustments. So, how can you manage your cash flow? How can you manage your cash flow? You can do that by looking over your accounting software. So that is your bookkeeping, that is your spreadsheet, that's your wave. I don't care. Just use something, okay? Thank you all to let me know that you guys can see. Look at that, okay? See what's going on there. Also, when you are invoicing, I need you to set clear net terms, okay? So say you send an invoice to a client. You let them know that if they have a net 7, which means they have 7 days to pay it, or if they have 10 days to pay it, they have 15 days to pay it, however long it is that they have. You need to set those clear payment terms so that way that you can estimate what's going on in your business. Okay. You can see like how far you can do any type of projections based off of what it is that's going on. Okay. You have to set this up for that. Okay. You want to have a positive cash flow. You want to always, and we're going to get into sales and things so you can always have that going on. But when you're setting your invoices, don't just send it and then just forget about it. Like, no, I need you to know when they need to be paying, and I need you to have clear payment terms. Okay. Clear payment terms for people who you are invoicing. Don't allow people to just sit on your invoice for whenever, and then they just pay it. Have set clear boundaries for that. Okay. Also, what you want to do is review your subscriptions and your overhead costs. For one of the reasons of why I moved my business from my old place to my new place was because they kept going up on the daggone rent. Like every got daggone few months, they were going up on the rent. Now I understand we are in inflation and you know what I'm saying, stuff is going to go up. But for them to keep going up and we're not getting any other amenities, y'all not offering to redo the floors, y'all not offering to come clean up, just nothing. So for me, that was an informed business decision for me to move my office space from where I was at to where I'm at now. It was also a smart move because now my new office space is 7 minutes from my house. Okay. So I can go boom, boom, boom at any time. So that was a removing unnecessary expense, and plus it's saving my company upwards of $150. Okay. Saving it in that area, but it's also saving me gas. Okay. Because I won't be going so far out of my way. So you just have to make those adjustments. Plus, they clean the office and you get free coffee and popcorn and stuff. So it was just a better business decision for us. Okay. Also, I want you guys to review your subscriptions. Review them. Stuff that it does not make sense before, that made sense before, it does not make sense in the way that your business is going now, cancel it. Okay. If you have a website that you have not been utilizing, get rid of it. Okay. If you have all of these different tools and stuff that you are not using on a consistent basis, get rid of that. Okay. Get rid of it. One of my business colleagues that she does similar things that I do, she said that she gets a new debit card every year. And I thought I was like, a new debit card, like that would be annoying. But it was a way for her to see what subscriptions is coming through that is not necessary. And then, you know what I'm saying? She could go through and cancel it because she would see that they would be like, oh, payment declined or whatever. And then she could know like, oh, okay, no, probably need to get rid of this subscription. Okay. So I'm not telling y'all to go and cancel all y'all debit cards. I'm just saying that was something one of my business colleagues told me, and I was just like, you know what, I like that. Like that, I probably need to do that so I could see what's really going on. Yes, Miss Diane. Yeah, like she would say that her stuff is lost or whatever, so she can really see what's going on. So if that's the way that you need to get some of your subscriptions and find out what you're paying for, then by all means go ahead. Okay. Also, when it comes to helping your cash flow in and understanding those things, you want to build a cash reserve. Say one of your invoices didn't go through. Say something did not happen where it is that you needed to. You need to have at least 3 to 6 months of business cash operating expenses saved. Okay. Especially for all of those people who are dependent on government funding, you need to have at least 3 to 6 months of just cash reserves saved up. You never know when you need to dip into it. You need to have this for your personal anyway too. Just FYI. Um, build it up, okay? Build it up. Now, if your business and stuff is, well, if you are strapped for cash, I want you to consider increasing your revenue streams, maybe figuring out what else that you need to do to bring in more money. Maybe adding another revenue stream into your company. Maybe consider increasing your prices, something which we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about pricing on Friday. I'm excited about that one. Does your business account have a checking and savings? Yes. Yes. My business has a checking account and a savings account. Yep. And then I bank with a credit union. So when I put money into my savings account, they add on to it with interest. I always suggest businesses, you can have your regular account with your bank that you're banking with, but I would consider getting with a I would consider getting a bank with a credit union. I just would. I just would. Even if you only have a few dollars going over there, I would consider getting a bank with a credit union, okay? A local credit union, and get to know these people in the banks, okay? I make it a point to go into my bank at least twice a month, just at least twice a month. Why? Because you're making business relationships with these people, okay? I like going into my bank. I like going and depositing money into my account. And I like talking with the bank manager and just discussing, what's going on in my company. And then the reason why, and I get to know them on a first name basis because I never know when I may need to get some type of business loan or some funding or something. And if you have those you build those relationships with your bankers, going inside, letting them see your face, go in there and deposit money, even if you just deposit it and taking it back out, I don't care, but just go in there and make those connections, because getting those connections with those people, you never know, their yes or no could be the determining factor of your company. So go inside the banks sometime. I know we are in this digital era, but people relationships still matter. Go inside the bank. Go inside the bank. Get to know the business bank person. Find out who they are. Okay. And then when they see what's going on in your company, I'm telling you, they may find some type of funding that you didn't even know you qualified for. And they can review it and tell you, do you know you can get this? You qualify for this credit card, or you could get this business. We got some new something. Okay. Go inside the bank. Go inside and talk to the people. Let them see your face. You are a business owner. Okay. And then also, I like going into the bank too, because you get to see different people from all walks of life. I remember one time I went into the bank and this man was saying how he has some type of construction company or something. And this man was like, he was having a slow week. And they was like, you're having a slow week. He was like, yeah, we only made 30,000 this week. I'm sitting there looking like, only 30,000? That's a slow week. Like, it just opened my mind to, even though we're in different industries or whatnot, it just opened my mind to see what type of money is moving within the institution that I'm banking with. He coming in there depositing checks and stuff. And so it just opened up my mental to see that, like, okay, it is possible for me. If it's possible for this old man in front of me to do whatever it is that he's doing, he's in here depositing money talking about this is a slow week. Okay. So it just opened up my perspective when it comes to money. I think I saw a question earlier. How do you go about knowing how to price things or how to ensure that. You will have to go through and find out what it is your value is, what your competitors are charging, and then how you can separate yourself. Okay. But we'll go into pricing. The pricing lecture is going to be on Friday. All right. So that is what I need you guys to build a cash reserve. Okay. Start now. Start now. Don't wait to the end, but start building up some type of cash reserve. Put it in your business savings, put it as cash. I don't care. Just have some type of reserves of your all of your business expenses. Know how much it costs for your business to operate. Okay. So go through and find out exactly how much it costs for your business to operate. All right. So for example, I don't mind sharing. It costs $1,300 for Vivacious to operate. All right, that's including the rent. That is including all of my subscriptions, all of my different stuff that I have, the insurances, this and this and that. Okay, so it's $1,300 for my company to operate. So I know in order for the business to just sustain itself, we need to be bringing in at least $1,300. Now, is that our basis? No, because Vivacious pays me a salary, so we have to have a whole different number in. But I need you to know how much it costs for your business to do business. And then this is leading in a little bit till Friday's lecture too. That is how you're able to price yourself, because you got to know how much it costs for you to do your company, how much it is for you to, if you did hair, how much it costs for your shampoo, your conditioner, all of your stuff, your acuities, your websites, your all of your stuff that you're paying for. You have to make sure that it makes sense. Okay. So that you have to know how much it costs in order for you to do business. I like to call it the thriving number, not the survival number, because survival is just like, oh my God, we're barely getting by. No, no, no. Calculate how much your company needs to bring in order for you to thrive. How much would your company need to bring in order for you to want to keep doing this thing? Because if you underprice yourself, or if you're not bringing in enough money, it's really hard for you to want to continue to put an effort into this company and it's not bringing in the revenue. Okay. So we're going to get more into that on Friday, but I just wanted to bring that up. Okay. Let's talk about profit margins. All right. Somebody put profit margins in the chat. And are y'all learning? Are y'all learning? Is this good? Are y'all getting to this? Now, this is not an accounting class. This is not an accounting class. You're welcome. Thank you all. Thank you. Yes, profit margins. This is not an accounting class. This is just a business class, okay? But I do want you guys to understand this, okay? I do want you guys to understand it. So when people are talking about profit margins and this and this and that, you're not just looking like, what are they talking about? Okay, what are they talking about? So there's a gross profit margin, and then there is a net profit margin. So we're going to talk about the gross one first, okay? So your gross profit margin it is this formula here. All right. So it is your revenue minus your cost of goods sold for us service-based people. We usually don't have no cost of goods sold. Okay. Why is that cricket? Revenue minus cost of goods sold. If you have a service-based business, we usually don't do this one. Okay. But just for the sake of it, I'll have some people on here who do sell goods. Okay. So then for y'all, so that is revenue minus cost of goods. And then it is divided by, let me write it a different way. I may need to turn the board because this is a long one. Yeah. Let's turn it this way. Okay. Your revenue, so that's your sales, minus COGS, so those are your cost of goods sold, divided by your revenue times 100. Okay? This is how you calculate your gross profit margin. So this is before you even get into your expenses or anything, okay? You have to do this one first for your gross. Now, for us who have service-based businesses, we usually don't need to do our gross profit margins because we don't have no cost of goods sold. But if you do have cost of goods sold, so say you sold, like the lady who sold hot sauce, she would do the cost of goods sold because she has her bottles and the supplies and things that it takes to go into it, or how much it costs for her to sell her things. Or if you have a body butter business, you would have a cost of goods sold. But if you're a service-based business and you're not selling an actual item, you don't have to worry about your cost of goods. So when it goes into your onto your income sheet or to your profit to loss statement, then you would have like your revenue up top. And then the next part would be your cost of goods sold. So that is how much it costs for you to actually these products that you are selling. Then at the next part, you would get into all of your business expenses. Okay. And then at the bottom of that would be just your net profit. Okay. But just for the sake of this, we're just going to, if you have a product-based business, you would have cost of goods sold. For us service-based people who don't sell a product, we don't have to worry about that. Okay. But then for your net profit margin, that one is your revenue. Now I'm going to show you guys the board here in a minute. Your revenue minus expenses. And then you do that divided by your revenue times 100. Now, everybody's number is going to be different, okay? Everybody's numbers are going to be different. So that is the formula for that, okay? So do y'all want to do a little math for it, okay? Do y'all want to do a little math for that? Or do y'all want to put it into perspective? I don't have a cost of goods business, so I can calculate it up if I see somebody else's. But for me, because I just have a I just have a service-based business, I always just go straight to the net profit margins to be able to come up with that, to find out what my profit margins are. Okay. So I'll do one of my clients because I know what hers is. So I have a client who has a nail business. Okay. She has a nail salon. For her revenue last month, she brought in $8,000. Okay. That was her revenue. She brought in $8,000. How much she paid out for her expenses was $6,700. Okay. That was her expenses. So then when we do her net profit margin, because we're not doing she doesn't have any things that she's selling. Okay. So then when we do the math here, they do that number. They did that number. 16.25. Yes. So when you're looking at that, you always want it to be in the positive and not in the negative. If it's in the negative or below, in start your day right. Thank you. Thank you. But that is your how you do your profit margins. So why does it matter? Why does it matter for your profit margins? If you have your higher margins, that means that you are having more financial stability. Okay. The higher your margins are, the more that you have financial stability. You always want your business when you're done with your revenue minus your expenses, you always want it to be more. Okay. You always want it to be more. I find that a lot of people end up trying to get a lot more business loans to cover the 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 fact that their expenses are more than their revenue. And at first, when your business is going, you will need to use some type of business loans, but that should not be your go-to for your company. Okay. You should not be relying on business funds to on business loans to make sure that your business is afloat. Okay. I see that a lot. I have one client who we had a sit down and I had to tell her, it's like, look, we're going to have to figure something out because you keep getting business loan after business loan after business loan when you're not addressing the actual issue in your company, when you're not addressing that you don't have enough income coming in to handle the amount of money that is going out. So I do have one client on the top of my head that is in the negative right now. So we're doing some adjustments. Because her expenses is just way more than the income that she has going on. So don't get into that point because there's a lot once you have a lot of money coming into your company, it's important for you to know where it's going so that way you're not continuously getting more business loans and business credit cards to take care of that deficit. Okay. You don't want to continue to have to borrow. And that's how we end up getting in a lot of debt because we're not handling that there is a negative cash flow happening in your company. So you want to have a bigger cash flow, more cash flow coming in and not have your expenses be so high. So the number one expenses that I see being high is people paying a lot in payroll. Um, they're just paying a lot in payroll. Some people just have a lot of employees and whatnot, and they just have to do it. So I see payroll being one of the highest expenses. They also tend to do a lot of commingling of funds within their companies. Okay. And in that is an issue when it comes to knowing what's going on in your company. Okay. Commingling funds, payroll, and then they only have one stream of income coming into their business. Okay. I see that a lot, especially here in Indiana, when it comes to, like, for instance, the home care industry. A lot of people only have that one flow of income coming in from the government. And if they shut that down, then they're shutting down all operations. Okay. Then they're shutting down everything. You cannot just rely on one stream of income to take care of your entire business. You got to have more than one stream, which we're going to get into that on Wednesday. It's different streams of income. But I'm just telling you guys what I've seen and what I've been dealing with this past week when it comes to my clients who do have agencies. Um, they're having lack of income streams coming in. They just have one, and then they're depending on that one. And if that one is late or whatnot, it knocks everything else off. Okay. Have you used Pinterest? Would you recommend it? Use Pinterest for what? But yes, I do. I use Pinterest all the time, but using it for what? So when it comes to that, common mistakes that you need to avoid when it comes to your business, when it comes to your finances, is mixing your business and personal funds. No, I have not used it for marketing. No. Common things I want you to avoid is mixing your business and personal funds, not keeping track of your income and expenses, overspending, for unnecessary tools or inventory. So don't just be buying stuff just to be buying it. Like I told you guys when I was going into being a notary, that wasn't something that I really, I wasn't gonna be no mobile notary. So me buying all this stuff for mobile notary, that wasn't even on my thing. So no. Um, Overspending on unnecessary things, underpricing your services, okay, for the fear of losing your customers or clients. That is another common financial mistake. And then also ignoring taxes and financial forecasting. Once you have your company, you should be able to, your bookkeeping is will tell you what's going on in your business and also tells the story of your company. So if you know what's going on in your company prior to, like what happened in 2024, you can predict where you see your company going. One of the businesses that I help, I do their bookkeeping. So I looked at their 2023 numbers and their 2024 numbers in order to project what they're going to be doing in 2025. So you can look to see how much the business increased from those years, and then you can make a prediction off of what you see the business doing going forward. But the only way that you can do that is if you have proper bookkeeping in place. Okay? If you have proper bookkeeping in place. Yes, I love Pinterest. It's great for marketing and Lemonade. Yep, I do. I like it, but that's not my end all be all. I don't use it to market my business. Let's just say that. I don't utilize it for that. All right. So, for you guys this week, your homework is to go over your business finances. How much did you bring in for January? January just ended, okay? If you have not done your bookkeeping for the prior year, please do that, okay? Please do that. It's tax time. Go over your business, how much income you brought in, and then what are your business expenses? How much it costs for you to do business. And that can help you make informed business decisions on things that you will need to do or stuff that you need to adjust, or if you need to add other income streams, or like what do you need to do? Okay? If you don't understand what's happening in your company, if you're not knowing what's going on in your business, then you really can't be making informed business decisions. I closed my business down because my foundation was off and my profit margin was in the negative. I'm sorry to hear that. But now when you do rebuild, you know where you can rebuild from. You will rebuild from experience and not just doing this off the fly. So that's okay. That is okay. I see a lot of people who have been shutting their companies down, or they are going to be withdrawn or whatnot. But now, if you are going to go back into your company, you can go back and work smarter and have a solid foundation. Which, if you did your homework from last week, when we talked about our mission, vision, and values, when we talked about knowing what your unique um, value proposition is, and having your SOPs and things. So those were the different lectures that I have from last week. Now we're talking about the finances, and I don't want you guys to forget about, like, you're in business to make money, but it also has to make sense when you're pricing your services or your products, when it comes to you marketing, when it comes to you organizing your business finances. Now is the time for for it to be something that you pay attention to, so that way, you know, if you need to adjust things. I believe when it happened was knowing I started the business is when I had no job or money. Whatever's coming in the business wise, I was using it for personal use. Absolutely. I get that. I get that. I find that people, when if you are planning on going into your business, don't quit your 9 to 5 just yet until your business is able to take care of you. Okay. Until your business is able to really handle all of your business finances, and your personal, and your personal finances. I always say that if I could go back and do it again, when I quit my job, when I worked in HR, I shouldn't have just quit and not do anything. I wish I had quit the job and went back bartending. That's what I wish I had did. I wish I had quit the job and went back into bartending. That way I still would have been making some type of cash flow into the company, but not just being just relying on the business completely, especially when the foundation was off. I told you guys I started my business, I had to shut it down, and then restart it over again, add on to it, make adjustments into it. I told y'all I hired people and I hired it all wrong, and then I ended up working more because I was constantly telling them what to do because I did not have the foundation of my business right. So if I could go back and do it over again, that's what I would do. That's what I would do. If your 9 to 5 is just, if you hate it, I see so many people who are teachers who just can't stand what it is that they're doing and whatnot. I would not say just quit. I wouldn't. I would have a plan in place. I would utilize all of their benefits, like maximize on it. If you need to get your teeth cleaned, braces, any surgeries, whatever you need to do. I would utilize all of my company's benefits, buy the house, whatever, investment properties, whatever, and then move out. I would not just come out the game. If I could go back and do it over again, I wouldn't do that. I'm retired. So I have my retirement fund to supplement my business. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yes, utilize that. Utilize that. I just would tell people if I could go back into my business story, but that wasn't my story. So here we are. But make sure your business can take care of you and it's take care of itself and you if you can before you quit. Find out how much it costs for you to operate in business, how much it costs for you to live, like how much your bills are in your household. And I want you to include everything: hair, nails, going to the grocery store, gas, all of those expenses. Like get down to the nitty gritty of how much it costs for you to live. So then before you step out on faith, you have some type of backup plan and you know how much it costs for you to do what it is that you're doing in order for you to live. And then also you have some type of number for you to shoot for every month. Having a transition plan makes being in a job that you hate so much more tolerable short term. Absolutely. Absolutely. I hated my job, but I did not have a transition plan together. I didn't. So please have one. Please have one. Have something. I just have something. Well, I'm sorry, Marche. You're welcome. You're welcome. So, you guys, go over your business expenses. Know all of them that you have, how much it costs for your website, how much it costs for your emails, how much it costs for anything that you have going on. If you buy supplies, if you pay rent, like how much it costs for you to do business. Get that number and understand that number. So that way, when you are operating in your company, you know how much you need to be making in order to take care of yourself and your business. Know all of the numbers for your company. Like, don't be out in the dark, because if you are, that means that you're going to be winging it. And I don't want you winging it in this season. Now is not the time for you to be winging it. You got to know how much it costs for you to actually do business. And then when you know this, you know what your numbers are, you can make better business decisions. You can show up more powerfully in your company because you know how much it costs for you to do what it is that you need to do. Okay. And then you can be able to do your sales and marketing and know, like, okay, I know this is what's going on in the company. This is what we did last year, or this is what we did last month. We need to beef it up. Would you suggest to anyone to get a small job to help fund their business to start up or continue to do gig work? Either or. I consider gig work a job. Either or. Do whatever it is that you need to do. Do whatever it is that you need to do. I thought about going back into bartending only because I miss it. It's fun. And anybody who's ever been a server or bartender, you know, like that quick little pop, it is so much fun. I love it. I miss it. I miss it a lot. I think about going back and doing it 3 times out the week. I'm a single mom of two who just lost her job. So this is very personal and hard without money. Absolutely. Absolutely. But there's nothing wrong with you, depending on what kind of business it is that you have. So product-based businesses are the hardest ones to do with no money. If you have a service-based business, those are easier to do because there's not a lot of overhead. So when I encounter single mothers, for those who um are trying to get it, I always suggest doing something service based, because product based, it just costs a lot. You got to pay for shipping, you got to pay for the packaging, you got to pay for the product, you got to pay for all of those things. I would, if I knew that I was strapped for cash, I would package up my expertise in some area and do something service based, something that you can bring in cash, and it don't take long. How many recap classes are there on YouTube? 3, 4, maybe 6, because I've been going live for a while, so there's a lot. It's baby steps, but I'm doing it. Absolutely. Do it for your kids and for yourself. Just do it. Just do it. Is it hard? Yes. The hardest part is putting yourself out there. That's the hardest part. Especially if you're good at what it is that you're doing. The hardest part is putting yourself out there and articulating your value and putting a price on your value for people to pay for it. Okay, that is usually the hardest part, is putting yourself out there and letting people know that you are in business. People applaud folks for getting a new job, like, oh, I got a new job, and people are just, yay, but oh, I started a new business, and people are just reluctant to wanting to support you or purchase from you. But then you just have to talk to the people who would value your work and know that everybody is not for you. Everybody is not for you. Everybody is not going to support you, but you got to find out the people who will. I made an ebook, so I just had to figure out how and when to market it. You market it every day, but then what problem does your ebook solve? And then who is going to benefit most from your ebook? And then talk to those people. Just talk to those people. And that's it. Who does your ebook? What problem does your ebook solve? Okay. What problem does your ebook solve? And then who is the people who would purchase and benefit most from it? That's it. Don't make it don't make it difficult and have the outside stimuli make you not want to do it. Okay. Block those people, whoever make you feel like this thing is not going to work, or people wouldn't purchase from you, or whatever. Get, like, quiet out that noise. Okay. Quiet out that noise. And then focus on the people who you are meant to serve with your ebook. With your ebook. I have my target audience. I have 3 solved. It's people wanting me to put it out. Yep, I told y'all to block your family. Like, whoever it is that's getting you to make you feel like that, block them. Block them. But it's just not, I just didn't know what to do, and I don't have the funds to get a website. You can get Stand Store, and that's $29. You can get the Stand Store. I pay for the $99 one, but Stand Store has a $29 one. Beacons, I don't know what the price is for that, but there's more than one way. You just have to figure it out. You just have to figure it out. Is more than one way, some way, somewhere. Yep, use that free trial. Yep. You just got to go. I think in this point, in this area, you just have to go borderline psychotic when it comes to your business. Borderline psychotic when it comes to it. Posting all the time, but good quality posting too. And then working on sharpening your craft and personal and business development. Utilizing free resources, books. Well, the library is free. Like, there is plenty of resources out there. You just have to go all in crazy no matter who is looking at you. And people are going to say that you look crazy, you out here. Who do you think you are? You think you better than everybody else, and woo woo woo. And when people say that, you just block them out. People who have nothing better going for themselves will never see you doing better for you. Okay? People who don't have nothing going on other than the job that they hate and then coming home to the stuff that they dislike, okay? They're not going to see anything better for you. They're just not. But whatever excuse that you do have and all the things that you have going against you, turn that pain into something else. Like channel that energy into something else. Like, you know what? This thing got to work. This thing has to work. I have too many resources here in front of me. And the only thing that I can do is show up for myself. You're welcome. You're welcome. But block those people out. Like they're gonna talk about you, but block them out. You're doing this for you and your children. And I'll be doggone for me. Ain't nobody else out here who is gonna make me feel like and make me dim my light when I gotta feed my child. Like, no, no. For me. Ain't nobody gonna, especially if you're not putting no money into over here, baby. You can't tell me nothing about how much I post, how much I send emails, how much I'm TikToking. I don't care. I gotta feed my child, and he don't eat air. He does not eat air. Matter of fact, my son asked me if I can make him lamb chops. You know how much lamb chops are? But mama gonna make it happen. Mama gonna make it happen. Okay. And so for other people who are always coming and telling you can't do this and you shouldn't do that, and I let it go in one ear and after the other, because if you're not putting no money in over here, and this light, last time I checked, the light bill and the goddamn internet and my phone that I'm talking on, and this rent that I'm paying, all of this is in my name. So I'm not listening to none of that stuff that they're saying. Everything over here in my name. This phone I'm talking on, I pay for. The internet I'm using is in my name. I have books published and only 2 family members know. I stay private. Absolutely. Yep. Even when you get up, family will act like that you owe them a freebie. They will. And don't let them. Nope. I'm telling y'all, don't allow family, friends with their small minds to make you shrink yourself. Don't do it. Absolutely. If you pay no bills in my house, you get no say so on what I do over here. Period. Period. I don't play that. I just don't. So don't y'all do that. Don't allow somebody else to tell you doing too much. Friends, family, it don't matter. Cut them off. I told y'all, I have lots of family members blocked on my social media platforms, and I'm so serious. And I will see them at Sunday dinner and, hey, how you doing? But you blocked. Blocked. And I don't lose no sleep about it. Mm-mm. Yeah, well, hold on till June. Keep your head up on that, and know that's why you're doing what it is that you're doing. That's why you going for harder and doing what it is that you're doing. So, Wednesday's class, we're going to be talking about different streams of income. That's what we're talking about there. Let me pull up the syllabus. So that way we can stay on track. So we're in week 2. Wednesday, we are talking about revenue streams, exploring and optimizing multiple streams of income. That's going to be good. Friday, we're going to be talking about pricing with confidence, like how you can price your offers in things for profitability. So that's why you guys got to know how much it costs for you to operate in your business, So that way, if you need to increase your prices, you can be able to do that to make sure that the business is making sense. I know for sure I'm doing this too because I need to increase my prices for shoot everything, honestly. So that is what this week is going to be about. Revenue streams on Wednesday, pricing with confidence on Friday, and then next week we are going to be talking about marketing. Week 4, we're going to be talking about sales. Week 5 is leadership and team building. And then week 6 is growth and sustainability. So we are moving along. How are y'all feeling about are y'all still in other Hillman Talk or TikTok university classes? I haven't seen much people if they still going or if they moved off the platform or whatnot. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, me, you're in a dance course. Lanisha says she's in another class. Steph says she's in gardening 101. Yay. You're welcome. One of your classes got canceled. You're in Canva 101. They moved off the platforms. Lanisha says she's in accounting and French. You're welcome. You're welcome. I was just curious to see if other people are still doing it. I feel like they are pushing it out the algorithm, but it's still in many. Okay. Good. You're in African American Studies class. Awesome. I know Saturday I was in Dr. Barlow's class and she had one of her colleagues on and that was a really good course. That was a really good class. Awesome, awesome. I just didn't know. I didn't know if I didn't see um I hadn't seen them. Yep. Yep, I was definitely in Dr. Barlow's class. Shatima says she's in people analytics, behavioral science, budgeting, and grant writing. Okay. You got a full load. Yes. I think the algorithm is just changing it because I haven't seen any others and I haven't seen any other professors or what how they're doing it or if they're moving it on into like Zoom or something. I haven't seen anybody else. You just got create yay. Now that you're accepted into creator rewards program, you better go all in. You better go all in on this thing while the arc is open. Congratulations. Now go and do it and run it up. Steph says she's in finances 101. Awesome. Awesome. I was just curious because I'm like, are the other people who were coming out with courses, are they still teaching or not? Did they get y'all emails or not? Um, I was just wondering. Yep. See you on Wednesday. Start your day right. Journey with Ann says she's in sewing 101, Canva, wealth, entrepreneur, baking, emotional intelligence. Okay. Awesome. 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 And they all have syllabus too. Great. Great. I was hoping that they would have it. Wednesday. I don't know if it's going to be at noon on Wednesday. I will check with you all. I will have to check. I'm not sure about Wednesday. Not sure. I will know by tomorrow for sure. And then I will make sure that I will post the events here on my page. Syllabus and most asked for emails. Great. Great. I hope that they did. I had made a post to tell them to like look. Cause if they take this thing down, y'all know we already done went through it already. So be smart about this. So I'm glad that they did get y'all emails and got a syllabus. I think they built a platform outside of TikTok to make a website. I did see something like that too, that they were moving on to some other platform or whatnot. And I was like, that is awesome, but I was not going to upload my content on there. Like, yeah, I will put my syllabus there, and then how people can get into the course, but I was not going to upload my content over there. I saw that they were trying to get it like all in just one thing, and I'm like, no, no, no. But it's good to see that they are still pushing forward, and the people who said that they have a course, they're going to continue doing it. So I will check my schedule. I know today, between today and tomorrow, I will do it, and then I will put it on an event on my page like I did prior to. Um, I'll make those events, and then I will send an email. You got a student ID, Pondy? That's tight. That's tight. That's tight. So make sure you guys are following, like, and subscribe onto the YouTube. Okay. So that way that you can get the replays. But yes, do your homework, go over your business finances, your income and your expenses. Okay. Find out exactly how much your business is doing, what your business is doing. Okay. How much it is. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you. How much your business is coming in, what's going out, what's happening. Okay. Make sure you know what's happening in your business. Make sure you guys are following me. Yep. And subscribe to the tube and get the workbook. Yes. Tell them we are moving on. And then as we're going forward, make sure that y'all are putting it into your business growth plan too. Like as we're going through each lecture, I'm doing this in the way for you can be able to build your business growth plan. So you do have a plan that you can utilize, and you have a plan that you can present to potential funders if you are trying to get some coins for your business. Okay. So that is it for today. Do y'all homework. Watch your emails, and I look forward to seeing y'all in class on Wednesday. I will let you guys know the time. But yes, I will let you guys know the time. How do you get the workbook? Click the link on my page. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. So y'all have a good day. Professor is hungry, and I will talk to y'all later.